Welcome to Plato's World. Let's begin. Brain Code 1. The default loop. Most people believe they wake up each morning and respond to reality. They think the world happens and the brain reacts. But Freud would grin. Your basement mind is not waiting for the world, it predicts it. Modern neuroscience calls it the default mode network, a hidden hum inside your skull that loops old memories, old fears, old assumptions, shaping what you see before your eyes even open. If your default loop hums, "I am stuck," your brain filters the world for proof. If your loop whispers, "They always leave," your eyes catch every flicker of rejection while ignoring signs of real connection. If your loop is built from yesterday's fear, today's facts bend to match it. You think you decide your life by conscious force, but the polite mask makes up less than 5% of the story. 95% is this loop, hidden, humming, writing the walls you bang your head against. Your conscious affirmations? Nice, but they are polite surface talk. Unless they slip past your polite mask and bend the loop, the default hum stays in charge. Freud saw the basement. Jung saw the archetypes. Brain scans now show the circuits. Neurons firing the same paths every day like rats in a maze you built for yourself when you were 5 years old. Quantum leaping, law of attraction, manifestation, none of it sticks if your default loop calls the new pattern a threat. That's why most people try to change and snap back. They push willpower for 3 days, then the hidden loop reboots. This is who we are. Get back in line. To break the loop, you must see it. No blind hope, observation, friction, repetition. Catch the hum, name it. Refuse to feed it with the same old thought when you wake up tomorrow. You write reality, or the loop writes you. If you hear it, you can bend it. If you bend it daily, the brain obeys. I write my reality. Type it below. Every comment a pin pulled from the loop. Brain Code 2, the observer's grip. So you've glimpsed the default loop, the hidden hum scribbling tomorrow's corridor with yesterday's pen. The polite prisoner stops here. I see it. I get it. Then they drift back to autopilot. The loop smiles, resets its coil, folds their next day with the same stale line. Freud traced the basement. Jung mapped the archetypes. But modern scans crack the real code. Focus fires neurons. Whatever you grip with your attention, your brain wires it tighter. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Think about that carefully. Your flicker is not just mental. Your focus bends the cells in your skull. Corridors fold to match where you point your mind. Einstein proved the observer's gaze folds the wave. Neuroscience shows the same truth at street level. Focus carves the neural groove your life must walk. You can't change what you won't hold still. Most polite minds skip like a flat rock over water, never still enough to rewrite the hum. They scatter attention. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Next flicker, next flicker, next flicker. No observer's grip, no folded wave. A scattered mind is a servant to the default loop. A steady mind holds the new groove until it carves stone. Your reality does not care what you chant once. It obeys the path you grip when you're bored, tired, triggered, alone. Freud saw the basement, but you are the one standing there now with the torch. Your observer's grip is the torch. You hold the hum long enough to burn it clean or rewrite it warm. Focus is friction. Friction changes the groove. Repetition locks it in. You don't need to master your mind in one heroic moment. You need to catch your attention drifting back and grip it daily, hourly, when no one sees. You are the observer or you are the loop's meal. There is no polite middle. Catch the flicker, hold it steady, rewrite the hum. I write my reality. Type it below. Every comment a grip on your next corridor. Brain Code 3, the emotional blueprint. You've caught the default loop. You feel the observer's grip humming behind your ribs. But most polite minds fail here because they treat the brain like a spreadsheet. They speak dry logic to a living circuit that only obeys emotion. Freud knew beneath polite words lives raw impulse. Jung knew your archetypes ride feeling, not dry thought. Neuroscience proves it now. Your mind locks new circuits only when your nervous system says, "This matters." Cold affirmations melt under heat. Polite mantras fade at dawn. The loop shrugs at your dry wish. But add emotion, you light the fuse. Your brain runs on dopamine, adrenaline, oxytocin, chemical whispers that say, "Notice this, remember this, repeat this." Think about it. A moment of deep fear, instant groove carved forever. One moment of pure awe, a circuit burns new. Why? Emotion charges the neurons. When you see the loop and grip the flicker, you must feel the new code into place. You want a new self? Speak the line with your spine warm, your ribs open, your eyes wet if they must be. Most polite minds repeat cold lines, "I am free, I am strong," but the basement hears no heat, so the hum stays. Emotion is not weakness, it is the glue. You don't need drama, you need warmth. You need your nervous system to say, "This new line is real." Quantum mechanics bends the wave, your observer folds it, but it is your raw feeling that fixes the new corridor into stone. Most drift, you stand warm. This is your emotional blueprint. It's why ancient rituals always used breath, chant, fire. Heat for the brain, anchor for the cells. Next time you repeat, stand, breathe, feel it burn behind your ribs, cold lines break, warm vows bend reality. You are not a robot, you are a living torch. I write my reality. Type it below. Every comment, a spark in your brain's new map. Brain code 4, the repetition engine. So you see the loop, you grip the flicker, you feel the fire in your ribs. Now comes the part polite minds hate, repetition. Freud mapped your basement, but he also showed the cruel joke. Your brain loves the familiar groove more than any new truth. This is not sabotage, it's survival. Your nervous system hums. What repeats is safe, what repeats is real. Jung traced the archetype, but the archetype is just a pattern, fed by repetition. Neuroscience calls it Hebb's law. Neurons that fire together wire together. Your mind does not care what you want once. It cares what you repeat until the groove locks in stone. Most polite prisoners want the spark but hate the friction. They want the new self to stick because they felt it once. But one warm breath can't erase decades of basement hum. Repetition is the hammer. Each new flicker held warm bends the wave once. Held daily, it carves the corridor so deep the old loop has nowhere left to hide. The polite mind says, I know this. The living mind says, I do this again, again, again. You do not outthink the loop. You out-rehearse it. The same way you learned fear, drip, drip, drip. The same way you learned shame, repeat, repeat, repeat. Your new line must echo with the same boring, holy, daily drum. Neville taught it. Assume, again. Freud hinted it. Observe, again. Jung watched it. Integrate, again. Brain scans prove it. Repeat, again. One flicker is cute. Daily flicker is truth. Don't worship the big leap. Honor the small loop broken each dawn. Stand up. Speak it warm. Write it once more. Repetition writes you, or you write it. I write my reality. Type it below. Every comment a new groove. Brain code 5. The written reality. So you stand here now. Loop scene, observer steady, emotion warm, repetition humming. And yet the polite mind still wonders, but how do I know it worked? Freud would nod. Your polite mask will always beg for proof before the new groove is done. But the brain does not change because you hope. It changes because you write the groove until the world must echo it back. Plato whispered the same. Your cave is not random. Your thought shapes the flicker, not the other way around. Modern scans show this truth in raw wires. Your brain can't hold old code and new code equally strong forever. One must bend to the other. And the mind does not vote for the most inspiring wish. It votes for the line written deepest, warmest, longest. You do not wait for reality to confirm it. You bend your reality with posture so consistent your neurons lock it in. Most polite minds fold when the flicker tests them. They say nothing changed, they flinch, they run back to the hum they hate. But you see the test for what it is, the old loop gasping before it dies. Your next self is not hidden in the sky. It is scribbled daily in the folds of your cortex. The hum you refuse to repeat becomes the flicker that fades. The warm line you stand in daily becomes the corridor that appears. This is not magic. It is biology and myth at once. Your basement script, your flicker on the wall, your observer folding the wave, your vow that hums warm behind your ribs when no one is clapping. You do not think you are the writer. You stand as the writer. No polite loop left to run the show. Your brain codes are not theory. They are the architecture of tomorrow's flicker. You stand in the cave with your torch. You hold the observer's grip. You repeat your warmth. You watch the wave fold. You smile when the echo tests you. You write it again. Your next self must obey. I write my reality. Type it below. Every comment a groove carved so deep the flicker must bow.